I'm Kathy Silberman. I'm from Academic Alliances at ASU, and I'm happy to be back in the spring semester here with College Connections for you. We have a special group here today from Watts College of Public Service and Community Solutions. Melissa Bryant, Erica Mariano, and Dr. Tani Baker. And they'll all be sharing information with you about the college and a little extra information, especially on the School of Social Work. And Erica will kick us off.
Hello, good morning, everyone. ASU, Watts College. What is this place? Watts College of Public Service and Community Solutions we are educating the next generation of public service leaders. Never has there been more of a need for public service leaders, not only to be prepared, but passionate for creating change in our communities. We don't just teach public service, we do it. Within our college, we have 4 different schools, and within the schools, that's where our different majors are housed. So a couple quick facts because you all are academic advisors. Some quick facts about Watts undergraduate programs is that a way that we help students really prepare them for their careers is that we do have embedded internships in all of our majors. So students have the opportunity to hit the ground running when they're students, and they don't have to wait until graduation to gain experience in their career field. Our college is one of the mid-sized smaller colleges at ASU. So we do have smaller class sizes. Our metropolitan Phoenix campuses, our programs are available at our West Valley and downtown Phoenix campuses, but we also have the social work program at our Tucson location, and then our MSW in Yuma, Arizona, among other locations here in the Valley and Tucson for our MSW, which is our Master of Social Work. A lot of our career outcomes, we have a lot of our alum are local, but they do span across the nation, and they're going into a variety of different job markets. What's unique about the Watts College majors is that these are essential workers. So unlike like the tech industry, where we're seeing that a lot of job layoffs in like Silicon Valley and other places, there is a lot of job security within our programs because they are needed within local city government, within nonprofit organizations, even in the private sector as well. Some of our students even go into politics too. So we really run the gamut when it comes to the wide variety of our programs and where students can end up. And then something unique about our programs is that we do offer an accelerated master's option for the majority of our undergraduate programs, where I'm sure some of you may have heard the term 4+1. We've kind of gotten away from that terminology, but essentially their last year, their senior year, they're taking their first year of their master's level courses at the undergraduate price. So this is a great way for students to get a head start on their master's degrees as in public administration and criminology, criminal justice. Our social work program is a little bit different, but they do have the opportunity to complete a master's degree in 1 year if they pursue the BSW, the Bachelor's of Social Work. So oftentimes, you're working with your students, and what's unique about our programs is that you're working with students that want to change the world, that they want to make the world a better place in their communities. Sometimes their friends are going to them for advice or asking them questions on how to deal with problems. They enjoy listening to different perspectives. All of our programs require college level math, so not going beyond what is required for college for graduation. So so if you run into students that are intimidated by math in any capacity, consider looking into some of our degree programs because we don't have too much of a math emphasis. If you hear students that are interested in law or tourism or even management, there's a lot of different opportunities within our majors to tap into those interests. So really the biggest hurdle or challenge that we have is really sharing the different programs that we have. So why for the why behind our Watts college programs, we have a variety of different world-class useful information for our degree program. So it's a lot of applied based learning. So it's not so much based on theory. We have in-depth discussions within our classrooms. Sometimes they can get heated and people's emotions, but that's what creates a great learning environment. Our programs are highly ranked. So the majority of our programs are a top 10 or top 20. And this is not only within our college, but across the university. We have some of the highest ranked programs. So know that your students are gaining a great education, learning from top leaders in their field when they are pursuing a Watts College degree program. We have over 20 different research centers. We have over 1,000 different internship sites that our students can take part of. So there's a lot of different opportunities for your students here at our college. And then we also provide career support. We have opportunities for students to attend national and statewide conferences. Here at our downtown location, they are within walking distance to internships and the one-on-one support from our faculty at all of our locations. They have access to our faculty. So what are our programs? So as I mentioned before, we have 4 different schools: School of Criminology and Criminal Justice, Community Resources and Development, Public Affairs, and Social Work. So when you think of our Community Resources and Development school, these are the students that are looking at problems through a sustainability and cultural lens. So think of these programs as like they're looking at the cultural significance. So if Sandals was going to make another resort on an island, they're looking at the cultural impact of that resort. The resort is going to have fresh running water. They may be able to throw toilet paper in the toilet. They will have fresh fruits and vegetables at that resort. But how will that resort impact the local communities if they live their livelihood by fishing? Or will those communities have the same access to the clean running water and fruits and vegetables as the hotel goers at that resort? So these are the social impacts that our students are looking at when they are pursuing community resource and development major. Arizona has a variety of different nonprofit organizations that we are tapped into. We have over 7,000 just within Maricopa County. Students that are interested in parks and rec management or tourism, Arizona is a top state for tourism. Some of our students, when they are enrolled in these classes and in these programs, when we had the Super Bowl, we had some of our students working the Super Bowl. We recently had waste management here this past week. We had students working that when March Madness and Final Four was in Phoenix. We had our students working those events as well. Recreation therapy. This is a lot of times people ask us, like, why isn't this within the College of Health Solutions or within nursing? Because recreation therapy is therapy for the soul. So you're think more like art therapy or equestrian. Um, so it's not necessarily occupational or physical therapy, but it's the therapy for the soul and to help enrich the lives of these individuals. Criminology and criminal justice. It's the who, what, where, when, why crimes occur. It's not only looking at the sociology of the individuals within who are committing these crimes. Why are there certain crimes within certain areas? But also looking at the social justice system is what is currently happening, best practices, and how can we create change in these agencies and to not only enhance the safety of our communities but also the individuals in these systems. For individuals interested in pre-law or even public policy or our public service and public policy program has 9 different concentrations, one of them being law, another being in business, and a variety of different concentrations. Oftentimes students in our WUI states will also pursue some of these programs to still enroll in the criminology and criminal justice classes or business and still get that still be able to take some of those classes but within this major. Emergency management and homeland security is really trying to be ahead of natural disasters. So it's bringing the people to the table who may have, like, let's say there is a another outbreak of some sort. Are our hospital systems equipped to be able to go through another COVID situation again? What other needs are our communities needed? If there were, I mean, for Arizona, if there were, heaven forbid, like a terrorist attack in our dam system and our water is contaminated, what agencies do we need to come together to help alleviate those problems? So it's being a little more proactive than reactive. I'm going to pass it on to our advisor, Melissa, to see if there was anything that I missed before we move on to social work, or anything you want to add.
No, not particularly, but I will just like to add on that these programs are really great for students who are seeking how to respond to issues they might see in their communities. So oftentimes they may see something, but they're not really sure how to articulate like the major they're interested in. And this is where a lot of our degree programs come in, because it's often those students who want to make a difference, but also do it in a real world practical way. And through our degree programs, they really learn about how do you make real change within your communities. And as Erica noted earlier, it's really about empowering our students as they are here with us to start looking at ways they can make impact in our communities. And that is definitely fostered within the curriculum and also within our faculty. They do a wonderful job of reinforcing how to really, one, engage with your community at the local level, your ASU community, but also how do you look at what's happening in our communities and then looking at a larger impact that they can make in the future. So as Erica mentioned, if you hear students say like, I want to do something with my community, or I see this problem, or, I really am someone who wants to, one, create solutions, then our WATS programs are going to be the best fit for them. And if they're not sure, I mean, we have so many great programs that we can definitely direct them to where they're going to make the most impact based on their interests.
Okay, this is me, I think. Good afternoon. So yeah, a lot of times we hear our social work students, what is the reason? What do you want to do? What's the reason you want to become a social worker? So it really is, I want to help people. I want to create change. I want to help my community. I want to help those in needs. I want to be able to help people like navigate those difficult times and situations in their lives. So a lot of our BSW students, again, really are dedicated to um, helping individuals, families, communities navigate systems and overcome barriers, just so that they can have, better health outcomes, better wellness outcomes, better outcomes within their communities and their spaces. So this is a really great opportunity for those individuals who want to do those things to come in and join our program. Okay, so our social work program, we have many different locations. So we have the downtown Phoenix campus location for in-person students. We have the West Valley campus for in-person students, and we have the Tucson campus for in-person students. We recently also just launched the BSW online program, so that's completely asynchronous online degree program. And then what's not in here also, we do have the BSW Sync program available. So that's actually more catered to our transfer students. And those individuals can attend like live Zoom classes synchronously. So kind of a mixture of both experiences, kind of that online format, and then also, still live engagement and participation with peers and instructors during set class meeting times. So yeah, let's see. My dog's growling, so I apologize if he starts barking here soon. Math, it looks like I can't speak to this, Melissa.
I can. So math, I know that is definitely a concern for some students. One important note for our degree programs across the board at Watts College is we only require a minimum of Math 142, which is college mathematics. Here at ASU, it's considered the first level math any student has access to, and is definitely great for our programs because we do have a lot of students who are nervous about math. So we tell them you just take the one math class, you're good. You don't have to worry about it again, except I will add, we do require statistics in some of our programs. So although we don't consider statistics math here at ASU, some students do get a little nervous when they're like, I thought you said I was done with math. And we're like, you are technically, but you still need to take stats. But we do require statistics and social work. The statistics, though, is, I will say, a very manageable course. The instructors are great, and they also do offer a lot of support to our students. And then we also have a great deal of tutoring services on campus. And so the students will get the support they need if they feel a little hesitant about math or stats. We definitely do give them all the resources needed. But I will add, if they can take the math at the community college, that's probably going to be the best for them so that they can have that completed and just transfer that course to ASU.
Thank you, Melissa. Yeah, I was probably one of the ones that said, I don't like math. So that's why I'm here. So thank you. And then, yeah, some class highlights here we have listed microhuman behavior and the social environment. So just, quick snippet. This is a 300 level course, which really covers human behavior in the social environment throughout the lifespan. So we look at theories in regard to human behavior. We look at all the different lifespans, kind of all the trajectories and what that looks like. It's like a very intense writing intense course, kind of one of the first ones where students will learn those more advanced writing skills and how to utilize APA as well too in their writing. So we also have ethics and social services. So this really looks at the National Association of Social Work's Code of Ethics. So this is kind of our rule book that we use in social work, ensuring that we're following those code of ethics and how that relates to, the scenarios, the situations, the clients, the issues that we will face in social work practice. And then another one we have here is social policy and services. So this is a course that students typically take in their senior year. And so again, this just is an overview of like contemporary social, political, and economic issues with an emphasis on, poverty and inequality in the Southwest, and really a good look at how to examine policies as they relate to individuals, to families, to communities, to organizations, and what we will face again as we move forward in social work practice. So those are just some highlights. We have so many more classes. Those are some of our required courses, and have such great areas of interest courses for our students where they could really kind of hone in on things that they're super interested in later on.
So for those of you who are interested in connecting more with our college, we are happy to kind of meet you where your needs are. So for some community colleges and community college classrooms, we have created pre-recorded videos so that the instructors can embed them into their classes with some of our degree overviews. We've done classroom visits not only to promote our programs or a specific program related to that community college class, but we also talk to students about like the My Path to ASU and the application process to really debunk the scaries from transferring from a community college to a university. We have our faculty engaged, so we have the capacity to if some of your instructors wanted to do a field trip, we are happy to help with the parking and transportation piece, really just bringing them the students onto campus. And once they're here, they can see it, they can feel it, we can make the magic happen. Our faculty provide mock classes and set aside one-on-one time to speak with your students. There's also, we do campus tours, personalized ones. We also have some of our student workers who will also speak with our students and do different student panels and one-on-one conversations on how to get involved, especially as a transfer student. And then we also, of course, host a variety of different campus events and opportunities for your students to connect with us. So we are more than happy to provide virtual experiences, but also if there was, if one of your instructors wanted to do a classroom visit, a campus visit, we are happy to do like the campus tour, provide lunch, set aside time to meet with faculty and students. So, or we can do something virtual. So it really just depends on what your needs, and we can make that happen. And then finally, this is our contact information. If you reach out to us here, and if you need to talk or reach out to, you have an advising question, I can connect you to Melissa. If you have a curriculum or program question and you really want to get in touch with Dr. Baker, or just reach out to us and we will make sure that we connect you to the right area. One thing that Watts College does do is once your students are enrolled, we will provide customized tours for your enrolled student. So if we'll go around campus and show them where their classes are at, which is something unique that is not provided university-wide, but our college has the capacity to do that locally here at downtown and west locations. So, and then also just keep in mind too that your students, for those of them who may start ASU in the fall, the application is already open, and if they are applying now, they could potentially start enrolling in classes in March for the fall semester. So, so please share that information with your students. ASU does guarantee that we will have the classes available for them in order to graduate, but we don't guarantee the times and dates that they want them. If you have students that are like me, I'm more of a 10 to 2 type of person, and I rather preferably on a Tuesday, Thursday, I would not want to take a class at 7 a.m. on a Friday. So just some things to keep in mind. We will have the classes available that your students need, but the key is to apply and enroll early so that they get the times and dates that they want them.
All right, thank you everybody from Watts College, and please stay on everybody because we're going to do a quick run through here on My Path to ASU. We hope, we know that a lot of you are using it and that a lot of your students are using it, and we hope that you continue to do that so that we can stay connected with your students. Thank you, Watts, for sharing all of those great opportunities to connect and engage between our institutions, and to visit you in person, to see presentations online or in person, and to connect in all different ways. And I encourage everybody on the webinar today to take advantage of those opportunities. You can contact Watts as they said, but you can also contact academic alliances, and we're happy to help coordinate any opportunities like that we can help with. And so My Path to ASU is going to help your students stay on track, maximize transfer credit with you at the community college, hopefully get an associate's degree along the way before they transfer to ASU. And it's going to save them time and money overall on their education because they're with you as long as they can be to pay community college tuition. Obviously, that's going to help. They're also going to minimize that potential loss of credit by taking classes that they don't need. Of course, they can take classes that they are interested in for other reasons, but nobody likes to take classes that they think they have to take and then find out that they are not required. And so My Path to ASU helps prevent that. And they can track their progress along the way as they progress in their classes at the community college using what's called My Transfer Guide, which I'll show you in just a moment. They receive personalized communications from us, and it's the right information at the right time. It's early planning for transfer information. Also, reminders, invitations to online and in-person events. And so it's a good way for them to connect with the university while they're still with you, and be aware of deadlines and things like that, and then also get reminders about financial aid, scholarships, and things like that. They earn guaranteed admission into the major of their choice and the university when they have completed everything that is outlined on My Path to ASU. So it's a very good centralized resource to use along with their resources, their transfer guides and planning guides, educational plan, and what have you from you all while they're at the community college. And so I see some questions coming in. And so Watts team, if you're able to answer those, that would be awesome in the chat. And then we will have some time at the end too. So, and I can unclick the mute button on everybody so everybody can talk if they'd prefer to do that instead of typing. So let's take a look at My Path to ASU and what it looks like when you're using it as an advisor, counselor, faculty member, supporting students, and looking up requirements. Oh, sorry about that. Wrong arrow. Here we go. I don't think I enabled the sound. You should be hearing beautiful music right now, but I just remember that as I clicked the video. So as you can see, and you've probably done this quite a few times already, you don't have to set up an account or log in to use this. You can just select the major, the degree, and so on. The college and school narrow down for you, so you don't have to have that all memorized, although I bet some of you do have that memorized. All of these windows, or whatever you call them, open up with some more detailed information. And you can see that your courses, the community college courses, would be down that middle column. And there's a sign up button on the top right. That's, if the students decided on their major, whether it be social work, something else in Watts, or any other major going to ASU, they can click right there on the pathway to sign up, or they can go to asu.edu/mypath2asu. They can pretty much just Google my path to ASU and they'll get there. And so when you receive this slide deck, these are active links. You can click here, first showing a student where they would sign up. And then you could click here for searching all pathways. And that's what you would do when you're helping your students of all different majors. So these are the steps right now. First, if you're with the Maricopa Community Colleges, these are the sign-up steps for Maricopa students. And so Maricopa has a special landing page with ASU on our admissions website, and it's easy access into My Path to ASU. As you can see, there's 2 buttons here. On the right, My Path to ASU Majors is that exploration link. So that's another way that you can go in and pull up information on any major. And then on the left, sign up for My Path to ASU, and that leads the students right into the sign up. When they click on that, they are asked to put in their MEID and password to sign in. And it takes them into the Maricopa Student Information System where they click on their academic plan. And so it's essentially like selecting their major or changing their major in SIS. And they click on change plan/subplan in the left-hand menu, and then add/change ASU pathway. Selecting the next term semester that has not started yet is what they would do. And sometimes they'll need your assistance in deciding which term is the right one for them to sign up. It depends on financial aid, among other things, their catalog year. And so they might need your help on which one is appropriate for them, depending on the switchover dates at your institutions for those terms. And then they select the ASU degree pathway and indicate if it's going to be in person or online when they transfer. Oh, there's that last part about the selecting the term and the major. Then they just confirm their plan. They acknowledge data sharing between our institutions for the partnership, under the partnership, and of course under FERPA laws. And they acknowledge that their sign up has been submitted. And they will receive an ASU Right ID about 2 weeks later in their email that will allow them to sign into My ASU for other updates and access to ASU. But they can refer back to their transfer guide at any time to track their progress. So these are the steps for students from outside of Maricopa County, whether it's Arizona or even out of state, for them to sign up for My Path to ASU. And this just recaps some of the benefits of signing up for My Path to ASU, that connection to us, the communication, of course, following an efficient pathway and guaranteed admission into their major and the university. They let us know in step 1 if they plan to study in online or in person, and they could also choose from our ASU local programs as well if they would like. That narrows down some programs for them, and then they can search 3 ways there, any of those 3 ways to choose the program that they're interested in at ASU. By the way, if they change their major, their goals change, they can always sign up for a new pathway, and we see their newest pathway as the one that they're doing with us. And then they submit their information so we know what they're signing up for and what kind of information they would need from us before they transfer. And they are prompted to set up a password for My Transfer Guide. And that looks very similar to what we just saw in the video, but it's a little bit more interactive. And so here's a quick video of that, the My Transfer Guide. Oh yes, there's probably no music here too. So you can see they don't have to go through the whole process again and put in all that information ever again. They can go right into their transfer guide. They can mark their classes completed or in progress if they'd like. Those tabs across the top can be helpful as well. Course search, let's see if I can point to that. Here we go. Course search really comes in handy if they go anywhere other than your institution. They can check where those classes might apply to their program. The My Path to ASU tab is the one that we're looking at. The exam search would show them if they would get credit for specific scores on standardized tests like CLEP and AP and IB and so on. And student resources is kind of a little bit of a catch-all with extra information from our academic transfer credit solutions team. So to recap, students create their My Path to ASU while they're still with you. They maximize that transfer credit, stay with you as long as they want to and need to, hopefully earning that degree, associate's degree before transferring. Then they transfer over, they're completing their path with you, of course. Then they apply, become a Sun Devil, and then they're on to their next graduation with us for their bachelor's degree and hopefully beyond. That's it for My Path to ASU, but I did want to share that we have 4 awesome transfer student ambassadors in academic alliances. You've probably met some of them or seen some of them around your campus. If you want some more visits from transfer student ambassadors, or if anybody wants to connect directly with them, they can either be emailed or they can answer phone calls as well. They also offer a monthly webinar on the first Friday of every month at 10 o'clock. And it's a great way to get some peer information, which is different than just listening to all of, like my department and the people that they usually hear from. It's great to hear from their peer students who have transferred from a community college. So we hope you'll join us for those, or that your students will. And our upcoming College Connections webinars are here from Thunderbird School of Global Management, and then the next month in April, forensics degree programs in the new college at ASU. And then in May, we will hear from the School of Geographical Sciences and Urban Planning, which is part of the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. So we hope you will join us and spread the word to your colleagues who are interested in those majors and help students in those areas. So we are going to stop sharing and open it up for any more questions. I do see one question. Is there any connection? Oh, there we go. Between ASU and NAU regarding Bachelor of Social Work? Not at this time, from Melissa. And I'm going to go ahead and open up that ability to speak out in case somebody wants to do that. Or you can continue to chat, whatever works for you. We'll just hang on for a minute or two, or however long we need to
Yeah, I just
help
wanted to
you.
elaborate a little bit on the child welfare education program that's offered through the School of Social Work. So Mary did have a question about this in the chat further up, and I just wanted to highlight that really quickly. So the BSW Child Welfare Education Program is a collaboration between ASU and DCS. And so this provides BSW students financial support, specialized curriculum, and child welfare practicum placement in the child welfare setting. So essentially, students who receive this funding, they sign a contract and they commit to work for DCS upon graduation for 18 to 24 months. So this is like a commitment to DCS after graduation in order to receive funding. And so this is offered at the downtown Phoenix campus, the West Valley campus, and the Tucson campus for our BSW students. So just wanted to, this can be part-time, full-time students. A lot of our students participate in this program, and great opportunity for funding resources as well too. So just wanted to add that in there.
Thank you so much, Dr. Baker. And then on that same note, we have a question in the Q&A. Actually, Nadia asked about scholarships. Were any mentioned she had to come in from something else, so she joined a little bit late, but are there any scholarships specifically for social work students?
There are. I can put the link in the chat as well too to direct you towards those social work scholarship opportunities.
And Watts
Thank
also
you.
has a incoming transfer student scholarship. So in the amount of $1,000, it's a one-time scholarship. Students just need to be transferring from a community college, and they can be attending any one of the campuses or online programs, but it's just specific to Watts.
Erica, is there a set number of those scholarships, or is that for any student who's applying and transferring from a community college?
They typically give out about 10 to 20 per semester, depending on the funding.
So I imagine students would want to apply early so that they can do it before the funding is maxed out.
Yeah, and the rolling is it's a rolling deadline.
Awesome. I don't see any other pending questions at this time. So you all know where to find us, and we're happy when you reach out, and we'll let you get back to your day. Thanks so much to the Watts team for being here and sharing all of this valuable information. And thank you, all of you who are our transfer partners. We appreciate you and your time and working with you to support the partnership. Thanks a lot. Take care. Bye-bye.